Assalamu alaikum, how are you all? It's me Asma and welcome to Graphic Tees. So today my topic is color swatches and patterns. I know that you know about colors, but I think that I should explain some to you, and we'll also discuss patterns. So let's get started. For example, I'm going to create a marquee here. It's a big square. Okay. Now, if I change my color, for example, red. So we know that we click at this box and change our color from here. Okay. But there is another way, which is swatches. Okay. And another way, which is color. From here, you can select any color you want. Okay. If I drag my mouse from to here, so you can see my cursor change into an eyedropper. So if I want a purple color, so it's here. And in swatches, you can simply click on your color as you want and select it. So your color is here. And you can see here, if I there I have patterns. So in swatches, there are basically three types of swatches, which is solid color, gradients, and patterns. Okay, so I discussed gradients in class 7. So if you want to see what is gradient, go back to class 7 and see it. Okay, so if I select this brown pattern, so it's here. So it's actually very beautiful. And let's see this green pattern, and it's a flower, and it's very beautiful also. And if we want gradients, there are three swatches. If I click on this, you can see my orange is here. And I if I click on blue, so it's here and it's very beautiful. Okay, and here's the gradient which appears by default if we apply our gradients. Okay, so let's come back. So today we learned that how to create pattern swatches and solid swatches. We'll create the gradient swatches as well. So if I click at this, okay, we'll create a new color group. So my group is here, and if you want, you can give it name. Okay, so if I give it name class 14, so I think that's right. So my group is here, and you see there is a swatch that I created here. The color I selected, which that appears here. So for example, I want to create a solid color swatch here, and I think that this one is perfect for it. So my color is selected. Now what do I do? First of all, I have to select my group, so it can create in my group, or else it will create here. So just select new swatch, and you can see which color appears here, the same color appears here. So don't change any setting, it's default. Now if you want, you can give name to your color. So if I give it name sea green, so it doesn't matter that what name do you give to your color, because it appears only here, okay, not anywhere. Okay, and don't forget to check global, so it's very important. Now I'm going to tell you about global. So first create it. So in global, by default, there is no such thing that you change your color. Okay, so in global, you can see this white border here. It's the identity that it's the global color. Okay, so I don't think that we need the swatch, so just delete it. How do we delete it? Just drag and drop at this dustbin. So my this color is deleted. Now if I want this color, just click at my swatch and we have this color. So today we are going to create a design. That's why I'm going to create two more colors because we are going to need it. Okay, just select your group and new color, and a little more darker than it. mm, that is perfect. Just check. Okay, so my color is here, it's also good. And now select your swatch and create another color but more darker than this one. Okay, so my color is here. I think it's too dark, but it's still green. That's not black. Okay, it's dark but not black. So just delete the smart cues. Now I'm going to tell you that why do we use global and why is it important. So for example, I'm going to create a marquee here, and if I take a copy of it. Okay, so that's perfect. Now for example, this color is right. In this box I want this color, so I will check this color, and in this box I want this color, so it's right. Now let's see that how can we uh, use global. So for example, I want so many copies here. um okay, that's right. And but I don't want the sea green color to be here. I want to remove it and change another color. So what do we do? Because there's another way that we select every box and change the color, but I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this in one step. So what do we have to do? We just have to double click on this swatch. So our properties are here, and if you want a darker color, you can select it, but first check preview so you can have better experience. Okay, so you can see as I'm changing my slider, my color is also changing. So, and not only one, every color. Okay, if I check okay, so that's perfect. So that's the benefit of using global. And don't forget to create a group before you want to do this type of thing. Okay, now I'm going to show you that what happens if you don't use global. And I'll keep only one box here. Okay, so now I'm going to create another group. So it's here. Now in this group I'm going to add a swatch which is not going to be global. Okay, so first I think that I should select color from here. If I select mustard color, okay, so it's selected. Now I take new color and not global. So that's okay. So you see this color is not global, so you cannot see this white border here. So that's the identity of global and normal color. So if I select this one and add this color, okay, so this color is not global. Okay, and I take so many copies here. Okay, so I want that my yellow color change into blue or any color else. So what do I do? Because we cannot select and every box and change color from here. We can do it, but it's too long. It would take too long for us to do it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we did before, but that's not perfect permanent, because this is the disadvantage of not taking global. So if I double click on my swatch and check preview and change color, you can see my this color is not changing, only my this color and this color is changing. So that's the disadvantage of not taking global. So make sure to check it. Okay, so just delete this swatch because I don't want this swatch. Okay, so just deleting them all. I hope that color swatches are clear to you. Now we'll come to patterns. So patterns is basically very easy and hope you all understand it soon. So if I create a simple, very simple pattern here, um just create a square here. It should be little, okay? And in this square I want a design here. If I select here magenta, dark pink, you can say, and okay, that is perfect. Now I'm going to create a design in here. So if I take my type tool and shift A, okay, now I'm going to change the font of it. Okay, it's a serif font. Okay, now I'm going to change the color of this. I know it's too dull, but it's okay. Now align them to center. Okay, that is perfect. But I think that this is right. Now, first of all, I'm going to change my text into a path. Control Shift O for creating outlines. Now, I think we should make it bigger. Mm, that's much better. Now, and if you want, you can change the color of this A, because I think that the lighter one is much better. Now I'm going to select this, drag and drop here. So my pattern is here, and just set it here. And for example, I'm going to create a marquee here and apply this pattern. So you can see my pattern is here. So it's pretty beautiful, but I wanted to explain you, so that's why I created this type of pattern, and it's too simple. But I want that okay, by default it gives you that A is under A is under A. Okay, so but I want this A here. This is aligned vertically and horizontally, you can also say, but I want this A to be here. So what do? We don't have to recreate our pattern. If I double click on my swatch, so you can see it's giving us a preview, and there's so many options, but you don't have to do anything else. Just go to grid, and there's so many options for aligning your pattern. If I select brick by row, so you can see, just like I said before, that I want this A in center of these two A's. Okay, and there are also another alignments which is brick by column. Okay, so that's also good. It's vertically, and brick by row is horizontally. Okay, if I select hex by column, you can see this. And if I select hex by row, so that's here. But I want break by row, so that's perfect. And do not go on this thing, it's just for preview. It your pattern is not going to be like this, okay? So if when you are done, just select done. And if you want a copy of this pattern to, so click on save a copy. Okay, now I'm going to click at done. So it's right and it's perfect. So my pattern is here, and that was a simple one. And you learned that about brick by row. Just delete this one. And now let's see that how can we use hex by row. Okay, so for example, if I am going to create mm, a polygon here. Okay, you see what happened, that I selected my pattern, so my pattern appeared in this polygon. Okay, so make sure to deselect it and select any color as you want. Okay, now I'll take a copy of it. Okay, now change color to this one. Okay, so that is right. Now we are going to create our design here. So just resize it and make it smaller. Okay, so that is perfect. Now I'm going to select it and drop it here. So my this pattern is here, and now I'm going to set it here. And for example, I'm going to create a marquee here and apply my pattern. Okay, and if I apply this pattern, so you see it's looking some kind of weird. Okay, so because of this white thing, it's actually not white, it's transparent, because I didn't added any background uh, before creating my object. So in this case we are going to use hex by column. So you see that this pattern is looking perfect and there is no background between our design. And you can also use hex by row, but that's not perfect because we can see our background here. And in case bricks by row is better, but hex by column is perfect. So when you're done, just check done. And wow, your pattern is here and it's looking very realistic. So that was our class, and Illustrator gives us a very beautiful bonus. I say that it's very beautiful, that we have our very own Swatch library, and we can use it for free. And where can we find it? Just go to here window, and go to there, here, Swatch Libraries. So there is a very huge category of swatches, and you can see art history, celebration, color books, color properties. So if I go to color properties and I select bright, so all bright colors are here. So and if I go to cool, so all cool colors are here. And I think the quantity of cool colors is greater than bright colors. And dark colors are here also. Dark colors are more than cool colors. So if I go to patterns, there are so many patterns here like nature. So if I select animal skins, so let's see what do we have. So that was today's class. If you like the class, just give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Allah Hafiz. Thanks for watching.